Thank you for being here today. Whether you are newlyweds, decades into your marriage, or even preparing to walk down the aisle, I want to take a moment to honor you. You've chosen to engage in something sacred, something brave. You've chosen love, and more than that, you've chosen to commit to a lifelong journey of service, unity, and growth. Today, I want to talk to you about a principle that has the power to transform any relationship, and especially the covenant of marriage. It's a simple idea, but one that is often misunderstood, overlooked, or neglected. That principle is this: serving one another in love. Let those words sink in for a moment. Serving one another in love. What does it mean? Why does it matter? And how do we live it out in the real, messy, complicated world of marriage? Let's explore this together. 1. Love is more than a feeling, it's an action. We live in a world where love is often defined by emotion. The butterflies in your stomach, the spark in your eyes, the excitement of someone knowing you deeply and choosing you anyway. But feelings fade, life happens. Stress, sickness, bills, exhaustion, kids, misunderstandings, these things are not part of a fairy tale. They are part of reality. And in those moments when the feelings dim, when you don't feel in love, what remains? Choice. Love, real love, is not primarily a feeling. It is a choice, a commitment, a decision to act in the best interest of your spouse, even when it costs you something. Even when you're tired, even when you're hurt, even when they don't seem to deserve it. To serve one another in love means that you choose humility over pride, forgiveness over resentment, and selflessness over selfishness. It means asking yourself every day, not, what can I get from my spouse? But, what can I give to them today? 2. Marriage is not 50-50, it's 100-100ths. There's a common myth about marriage that says it's 50-50. You do your part, and I'll do mine. You love me, and I'll love you back. You meet me halfway. But here's the truth, marriage is not 50-50. It's 100-100ths. Because love doesn't keep score. Love doesn't say, I did the dishes, now you owe me. Love doesn't say, you were harsh yesterday, so I'll withdraw today. When both partners give 100%, when both wake up every day asking, how can I serve you today? How can I love you better? That is where marriages flourish. This doesn't mean we ignore problems or become doormats. It means we lead with service, with grace, and with generosity, even when the math doesn't seem fair. Because love, true love, doesn't wait to be earned. It is freely given. 3. The power of small acts. You don't have to move mountains to serve your spouse in love. In fact, it's often the small, consistent acts that have the greatest impact. A cup of coffee in the morning. A text message just to say, I'm thinking of you. Listening, truly listening, when they talk about their day. Saying, thank you, for the things they always do, even if it's routine. Holding their hand when they're anxious. Apologizing first. Praying together before bed. These are not grand gestures. But when done with love, they speak volumes. They say, I see you. I cherish you. I'm here for you. In marriage, the little things are the big things. 4. Service requires sacrifice. There's no way around it. To serve someone else in love requires sacrifice. That means giving up your comfort, your time, your preferences, sometimes even your pride, for the good of your spouse. It's waking up in the middle of the night to rock a crying baby, even though you're exhausted. It's choosing not to escalate an argument, even when you know you're right. It's giving your partner the benefit of the doubt. It's biting your tongue when you want to criticize, and instead choosing words that build up, not tear down. Sacrifice is not glamorous. It often goes unnoticed, but it is the backbone of a strong, enduring marriage. The question is not if you will be called to sacrifice in your marriage, but how often, and how willingly. Are you willing to be second, so they can be first? Are you willing to bend, so they don't break? Are you willing to love them, not only when they're lovable, but especially when they're not? That's what serving one another in love truly looks like. 5. The example of Christ. For those of us who come from a Christian worldview, we have the ultimate example of service in love, Jesus Christ. He said in Matthew 20:28, the Son of Man came not to be served, but to serve, and to give his life as a ransom for many. What does this teach us about love and marriage? It shows us that real love stoops low. It washes feet. It bears burdens. It forgives. It sacrifices. It gives and gives, even to those who may not always say thank you. Jesus served with no agenda, no hidden motive. He loved first, loved freely, and loved sacrificially. And if we want to follow his example in our marriages, we are called to do the same. Serving one another in love is not just a nice idea. It is the very heart of the gospel lived out in the day-to-day rhythms of life together. 6. What serving in love looks like during hard times. Let's talk about the storms. Because they come. Health crises, financial struggles, grief, betrayal, infertility, depression, anxiety, unmet expectations, burnout, these are all valleys that many couples walk through. And in those valleys, serving one another in love becomes both the hardest and the most vital thing you can do. Sometimes, serving means being a steady presence when your spouse is falling apart. Sometimes, it means choosing silence over blame. Other times, it means fighting for your spouse when they're too tired to fight for themselves. In hard seasons, love is not always pretty. It's gritty. It's patient. It's determined. It says, I still choose you. I'm not going anywhere. We are in this together. The vows we make on our wedding day, for better or worse, in sickness and in health, they aren't poetic ideals. They are the foundation for a love that lasts. 7. Serving each other strengthens your bond. Serving each other is not about losing yourself or diminishing your worth. In fact, when done with balance and mutual respect, it strengthens your bond, deepens your intimacy, and fosters a beautiful kind of interdependence. When you know your spouse has your back, when you know they are constantly seeking to love and serve you, it creates safety. It builds trust. It invites vulnerability. You're no longer just partners, you become teammates, best friends, lovers, and companions on the journey of life. You face the world not as two individuals, but as one united force. And as that bond deepens, service becomes less of a duty and more of a joy. 8. Don't wait until tomorrow. So many couples wait. Wait to say, I love you. Wait to fix the broken things. Wait until they feel like serving. But if there's one truth I want to leave with you today, it's this. Don't wait. Don't wait to serve one another in love. Because every day you're given together is a gift. None of us are promised tomorrow. What you do today matters. The words you say today matter. The kindness you show today matters. So serve today. Love today. Choose them again, today. 9. Practical steps to start serving each other. Let me give you a few practical steps you can begin this very week. 1. Ask your spouse this question. What's one way I can serve you better this week? 2. Choose one chore or responsibility they normally handle, and take it on. Without being asked. 3. Write a note expressing gratitude for something they've done recently. 4. Schedule a time to connect, without screens, just to listen and be present. 5. Pray for them daily, even silently. 6. Speak well of them in front of others. 7. Apologize quickly when you're wrong. Even when it's hard, you don't have to overhaul your life to build a marriage centered on service. You just have to start. Step by step, moment by moment, choosing to love, to listen, to serve. Let me leave you with this. Marriage is not about perfection. It's about persistence. It's about two imperfect people choosing, every day, to love, to forgive, to grow, and to serve. Serving one another in love is not about grand gestures. It's about waking up every day and saying, I choose you. I am for you, and I will serve you, not because I have to, but because I want to. Because love compels me, you will have highs and lows. You will have days where you fall short. That's okay. What matters is that you keep showing up, keep giving, keep serving. Because love that serves is love that lasts. Thank you.